You're listening to the Next Team podcast. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Next Team podcast. It's football season, and we're doing episode 51, and I'm joined by three of the boys. We have Yash, Tarun, and Praveen. Say hi, boys.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Praveen won't open your
Hello,
mouth.
Praveen.
Hello, my dear Man City fans. Don't worry, I'm here.
Yes. They
Thank you.
are eagerly waiting for your comments today.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And it's good to be back doing football again. It's been a very long time. And it's a great way to usher in the new season. Hopefully, this is the beginning of us uploading regularly once again. You must have seen our F1 episode, which was uploaded on the day of the recording. And we thank you guys for your continuous support, despite our lack of frequency in terms of uploading. And before we begin today's episode, as usual, our message man Tarun has a few messages for us.
Of course, thank you guys so much for all your support. We really appreciate it, and we really hope to continue seeing you again and again on all our episodes. So please do check us out. Follow us on Instagram. We are there at the Next Team SG, and you can stay updated with all our latest news, updates, new videos, etc. And also do check us out on TikTok. We are there at the Next Team SG as well. And we plan to post best snippets from our videos and highlights on our TikTok page. And also do check us out on Spotify and YouTube. Please do subscribe to us and follow us on both these places. We are there on both of them as the Next Team podcast. And of course, we have some really, really exciting news to bring to you, which is we have started, or rather we have renewed the TNT FPL for the next 2023 season. And please do join us, and you can stand a chance to win a mystery prize at the end of season, which we will reveal at some point. And the links for that, as well as everything else, will be in all our descriptions. So yes, guys, stand a chance to win a mystery prize, brand new season, brand new prize. It could be you. So yes, please do join us.
Yes, thanks for the support as always. And before we move on, I'd just like to address a point. The mystery prize for the previous season is still on its way. Don't worry, we did not forget. It will reach the winner, Fazal, soon. We are in contact with him, and you should see, hopefully, a post very, very soon in the near future. And with that clarified, let's get into the episode, boys. So first of all, how are we all doing, boys? It's been a very long time. All good? Yeah. What is the feeling around your clubs? How are you satisfied with your transfer window, first of all? Praveen, maybe you can start us off.
I'm absolutely elated. That's the word I was looking for. And hyped for the new season. Because we have the machine, we have the robot, we have Haaland.
Yes, we saw the machine firing on all cylinders in the FA in the community shield.
He's gonna. I still back him, lah. He's gonna back 30 goals in the Prem. Just in the Prem alone, 30 goals.
30 goals.
Yeah,
damn.
30 goals. Yeah,
Easy.
no other choice.
We shall have a look at it at the end of the season.
What about Ahmed Nunes?
I guess it's going to be.
He's going to score 31.
But he's going to score 31.
It's fine. Salah is still going to win the Golden Boot with like 40 plus goals. It's fine.
Absolutely,
so 40 goals. 40 goals in 38 games.
Yeah, 19 other teams will just go off. Championship. We'll play championship. Liverpool alone.
As well.
You all are forgetting the main player, which is Gabi Jesus.
Yeah.
He's going to back in 32 goals this season.
You see, if a Man City bench warmer can score 32 goals, okay, our starting 11 can confirm fire one. Don't worry.
All I can see is how shit must it feel to not even be able to contribute to this discussion. There's no way none of our strikers are going to score close to 30 goals.
Yeah,
maybe Ronaldo.
Ronnie
is going to be benched after what he did against Rayo.
Not just Ronnie. A lot of people apparently, right?
It's not him, but I'm just saying that at this rate, I don't know if he's going to get a game soon. So, but okay.
Apparently, he's not match fit, so.
Yeah, that's also that. But yeah, I mean, what he did.
Yeah. Why is he not match fit?
Why is he not
because
match fit?
He has some personal issues.
They can't use the word that they're going to bench him for what he did.
Yeah.
Nice.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah.
Well done. We shall come to that very soon. But we're not here to discuss transfers. That was just more of an introduction. we will cover transfers, of course, along the way as we are discussing our main topic for today. But our main topic for today will be predictions, sort of a preview for the next season. And I think our focus is going to be on the top 6 and which of the 20 clubs are likely to make it into the top 6. And probably at the end, we might have a mini discussion about the bottom 3, as you may already know, none of us are very familiar with who even got promoted until before the podcast. So, yes, of course.
I knew it from the start, guys. I knew it from the start. I was the one that actually enlightened Vikas. There was
Absolutely.
Bournemouth, Fulham,
And
and Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, I said it.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah,
Good
thanks,
save,
man.
Brian.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Wow. So now it's a save, lah. Okay. Okay, I get it.
Okay.
I get it. Okay, let's
Thank
get
you,
into it.
Brian, for the
Yeah.
enlightening moment. And
Yes.
without further ado, let's begin, boys. So who's finishing number 6? Come on, throw me some names.
6. I thought, okay, fine. Number 6.
I want to say United, but it seems slightly generous.
Yeah. I mean, United not going to finish top 6, by the way.
So
So
why, Brian?
You should have seen the shock on Vikas's face when you said that top 6 was a big,
It's not-
shot for United.
is 6th. I know who's going to finish 6th.
Okay, who's finishing 6th instead of us?
I would say West Ham.
West Ham are finishing ahead of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not happening.
I mean,
It's not out of the question.
I'm banking West Ham. I mean, they made pretty good transfers. Don't ask me what they made, but yeah. As far
absolutely.
as I know,
I am convinced West Ham are finishing 6th tomorrow. Simple.
Okay, thanks.
What a
They
convincing
signed a
arg-
keeper. That's pretty much all I can see.
They signed a
Alphonso
striker.
Areola.
They signed
To
a
be-
Samaka.
To be honest, they didn't let go of Declan Rice. That's a huge thing.
Mm.
I would say.
And
I
Jared
mean,
Bowen.
And
and Jared Bowen.
that's a
And
good.
Bowen,
I mean,
that's pretty
honestly,
good.
Rice is not that hard to retain, in my opinion, because he's worth ridiculously high, and I don't think any clubs are willing to pay that much at the moment. That's the truth.
City
I
bought
don't
JG
think
for
it's-
100. So it's possible. Anything is possible if they really want it.
Yeah, but City signed Calvin Phillips, so that's out of question also. You think of it.
That's a
Yeah.
bang of a signing.
No. Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay,
Praveen,
6th. I'm saying West Ham. What about you, Tarun?
It's okay. I think I'll give it to United 6.
thank God,
It's a hard pass.
someone believes in us.
Yeah, I mean, to me as well, I was going to go 6 for United as well. I feel West Ham is a good shout, but I feel West Ham in crucial moments is still like the depth line. I think bigger clubs always in crucial moments somehow pull some things out. That's my opinion. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, for 6th, I'm going for Arsenal, because Man United are not going to finish 6th; they are finishing 5th.
You have so much faith in Ten Hag.
Wow,
Do you know how long
okay.
it takes for a manager to gel a squad together?
No, I mean,
I'm sure you have learned from like Klopp and even Arteta and everyone.
It's
new
not
coming
even.
in.
Don't even have to go that far, bro. I've known for every manager since Ferguson. None of them have done a job successfully. So, it's for me, it's like whatever, lah. But I still feel we'll finish 5th. 5th is
You
quite
guys,
likely.
when you all have happy players ready, you all finish like barely finish top 4. You have an unhappy Ronaldo in the team. Just imagine
Whatever.
an unhappy
See,
Ronaldo.
whether we keep Ronaldo or not, right? As a team on paper, at least in terms of star quality, we still have a lot of good players. I mean, yeah, the toxic
Since when has
dressing
star
room
quality been something that United have lacked?
Yeah, but I'm
always
just
had
saying
excellent
that.
players.
Facts.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
paper.
Which is why I feel we'll finish 5th over Arsenal. Arsenal are going to finish 6th. Yeah, that's my opinion.
You're telling me Arsenal don't have star quality. The star players.
I'm saying on paper we have better players than Arsenal. But I'm saying there are two different things. On paper we have better players, but as a club they are probably ahead of us in terms of progression. Arteta is definitely, because we just hired a new manager. Of course, I'll be delusional to say that we are ahead of Arsenal, but I'm just saying that in my opinion,
But yeah, you
just
are
feel-
projecting United to be ahead of Arsenal. lah.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
So, I mean, you're contradicting yourself here, lah, bro.
No, but I'm not saying just because they're ahead of progression doesn't mean that I don't believe my club can do well. That's two different things, right? At this very moment, yes.
Fair point.
Yeah. But this is just a
you're telling
prediction.
at the end of the season, you guys are going to finish higher. La.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
I believe
so.
so.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so United are going to finish
United.
5th for Vikas. He already said it. So
Yeah.
who's going to finish 5th for you? Tarun.
5th for me, I think I'll give it to Spurs actually.
Okay,
You
interesting.
think Conte is going to
Spurs?
finish 4th? I mean 5th, sorry. Oh, that's a
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not that confident in the signings they've made, to be very honest.
It's quite brilliant.
Yes.
They had a brilliant.
The signings
What
are good, but I feel apart from Bissamoa, nobody gets into the first team now.
No lah.
Maybe Lenglet gets in.
You have
Yeah, but
Perisic. Yeah, Perisic.
Yeah, Perisic will play that left wing, but
no left wing
I
back.
wouldn't.
I think
Yeah, left wing
Perisic
back,
gets into the team straight.
He walks into the team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just the two signings they've made, which I feel would make into the team.
Yes.
I mean, they added depth, so that's
They
a good way.
I would say in terms of
depth.
depth is something they needed. But I still feel like with the team, okay, they've always had a very good team, I would say, since Poch left. But they've just fallen down tremendously ever since. And the fact that Conte, to where I think I had this conversation with Yash at the MRT the other day, from where they were to actually finishing top 4 last season was a tremendous achievement. And I would expect Conte to kick on from last season and actually finish higher than 4th. That's actually okay.
Yeah.
I'll come to that prediction soon, but I highly doubt that Spurs are going to finish outside the top 4 as a result. That's just my opinion.
Okay, for me, 5th is going to be Chelsea. They're not going to make it Champions League. 5th is going to be Chelsea.
I agree with that. I think it's going to be Chelsea as well for 5th.
Yeah, Chelsea. It's definitely going to be Chelsea.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, Praveen was hell-bent on having this opinion. So Praveen, care to elaborate?
Yeah.
No, but I actually agree with Praveen.
Shenton?
No, okay, Yasha, Praveen can both chime in.
Go ahead, Yash.
I would say strengthen little bit, but I feel as a unit, they are not a proper unit altogether. Like you have a sort of degrading Jorginho and Kante in the midfield. You have Conor Gallagher coming in, playing in a position which is not his best position. And yeah, I mean, they bought Raheem Sterling, Koulibaly, which are great signings. I would say Koulibaly is a great signing. Raheem Sterling is great, but I don't know, for the system with Chelsea plays, it's a bit tricky because he has to play with almost like a back 3 and it's not Sterling's position, I think, playing in a 3 formation. Because even when England, he couldn't play in the 3 formation. He was always a 4-2-3-1 kind of a player. But that's my opinion. What about you, Praveen?
Oh, I mean, simply, I don't think as a team they will be able to finish. I don't think they have the quality right now to finish top 4.
What about signings like Koulibaly and
Sterling, Raheem Sterling.
I think I would say both of them are probably like top tier signings for Chelsea.
Yeah, but the thing
despite
is,
that, you feel like they will finish above. Are you all basing? Okay, let me ask you an honest question. Are you all basing this off losing to Arsenal 4-0?
No, not at all.
I'm missing it based on the unit they are as a whole squad. You can see that the unit is not as strong.
I think their backline. Okay, think about it. Tuchel had a very good defensive system. Like the thing with Tuchel was it's very hard to score against his teams. Especially in Chelsea. That's what it was very hard to score against Chelsea. Now, most of his prime defenders are out. Rudiger, Christensen, and I think SP also gonna. He has no contract. So yeah.
But they still have a pretty good solid, right? I mean, who's going to be signing? Thiago Silva and Koulibaly,
Thiago
right?
Silva, Koulibaly, and they need a third. Their system is 5 at the back or 3 at the back. Okay, we call it 3 at the back.
We can have Chalobah playing, I guess. Chalobah starts.
Yeah,
occasionally. But I understand. They've lost probably
their Malangsa or whoever. Malangsa can play also. Plus, Chilwell is just coming back from injury. And obviously their right back.
So precisely my point. I find it very difficult to believe with that quality. And that Chelsea squad finished 4th last season, was it, or 3rd? Third, right? Third.
No, they had a very good start to the season. I think if they and they fell after December, they just went down. Team started to figure them out. Team started to score against them. And they weren't outscoring the opponents. They were just keeping a lot of clean sheets. That's the first half of the season. And they were winning 1-0, 2-0, those kind of stuff, or 2-1, once team start to figure them out. And Thiago Silva also, you have to understand, he's aging. He's clearly old, and he gets injured. I think last season itself he got injured quite often. But they had the depth in their defense positions. Christensen will come in, SP, actually Chalobah and Malangsa all were used as their depth, the rotational players. but now they don't have that luxury. Like they have to, they have to start. And one more thing is, what's that? The attack is horrendous.
What?
The
I
attack is
would
horrendous.
disagree. I would say the
No,
defense is
the
weaker
attack
than the
is
attack.
not.
Who
No,
do
it's
they
not
not
fire.
have?
The attack is not firing. Okay, think about it. Werner, okay, Pulisic.
Okay. Mhm.
Werner's leaving, by the way, I think.
Yeah,
There's
I
rumors of
think
him
really?
leaving.
there are a lot of rumors like they're gonna he's gonna leave lah. Then who's that? Hakim Ziyech.
Okay.
Havertz.
Hakim Ziyech.
But to be fair, these
and
people
Havertz.
want. I mean, okay, let's talk about Hakim Ziyech wasn't a regular starter anyway. To begin
Okay.
with.
Kai Havertz. Kai
Havertz,
only-
he's still a pretty. I would say Kai Havertz is actually probably central to Tuchel's system at this point because he is that kind of guy who can still sort of play a sort of a false nine or even a number 9. He describes him as a mix between like a tall, strong striker and a.
If he starts firing, it's good lah. But I mean, the past season they are like they chip in goals from everywhere. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like kind of Man City, but like not exactly Man City.
Would you say that attack is weaker or the defense is weaker?
Right now, obviously the defense is weaker because actually the actual persons they have lost lah.
Yeah,
the thing is, I heard a rumor that Barcelona are offering Aubameyang, Depay, and Frankie De Jong to Chelsea. All 3 of them to Chelsea.
Oh yeah, by the way, I heard the Frankie De Jong deal is quite likely to be concluded. So
Frankie, Auba, and Depay, 3 of them straight to Chelsea.
That is the biggest slap in the face to Man United. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I mean, we honestly at this point, like the player is so reluctant to leave. I don't know why we are still pursuing him. Because
he doesn't. I think not having Champions League is a huge thing. And now I think you can see it. Not having Champions League is a really big thing.
Yeah, it's affecting us definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Coming back to your point, so you feel like Chelsea will not finish top 4 as a result of.
I think if I don't even think they'll be able to start well. That's my point. Because last season what happened? First half was great lah. First half of the season was great. Then second half they went down. They still managed to come to the Champions League spot third. Okay, and plus they managed to play 2 finals last season, like both FA Cup and Carabao Cup final. They play against Liverpool. So it was a pretty good season. I mean, at least they made it to the final. That's what I'm saying. But this season, I think every other team are like that's fighting for top 4 spot, right? Has strengthened and shown that they can do it also. Yeah. So I mean, Liverpool and City are going to be in the top 4. So it's the remaining 2 spots.
True.
So it's going to be very hard lah. That's what I'm trying to say. With Conte and Arteta, like all the teams are improving.
And Ten Hag.
Okay, whatever.
Because this guy didn't put Ten Hag in the top 6, and you want to talk to him about top 4.
Okay. I mean, on that point, right? I'm just curious. What is your opinion on Ten Hag's opinion? I mean, on appointment. Sorry, on Ten Hag's appointment.
As
of now. Yeah.
So what do you guys feel as not a neutral fan, but as an opposition fan? How do you guys rate? Do you guys rate the appointment first of all? It's been
one thing I would say is right
for sure.
Yeah, for me, it's the appointment. Yeah, the appointment is correct. That's fine. But for me, what I see is that United have a lot more deeper issues than the manager role. They have underlying squad issues between squad cohesion and all this stuff going. Disciplinary issues and stuff.
Do you think we removed it by sort of selling Lingard and Pogba?
I mean, that's one way of the solution, lah. But of course, then you have things like Ronaldo creating problems in his own way and stuff like that. And all this is going to hamper the squad. So I would say Ten Hag, it's too early to judge whatever he's doing.
Yep.
But that's what I meant. Like for United, right? That's just my opinion. I feel it's going to take at least a season for all of this to stabilize. For Ten Hag to find the right system and everything. I
agree. That's why I don't think we're gonna get Champions League football per se, but I still feel we'll end up 5th in Europa. That's just my opinion because I still feel we have quality.
Yeah.
And one thing about Ten Hag, which I like personally, is he seems like a no-nonsense guy. He was quick to call out Ronaldo and the other players who left early.
Mourinho was a no-nonsense guy.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just feel like I guess with Mourinho it became toxic to a point where, and he's not a very likable character per se. I mean, he's funny and all that, but in terms of the atmosphere around the club and all that, it was more negative.
Roma players adore him. So
yeah, I'm just saying at that point in time when we had him. But
I think what's with United is right, like how to say, I mean, all these kind of appointments come and go. Like, I mean, it's not nothing new for United. Like, I mean, like top manager at the current like point of time, like a top manager will come try to manage United. But the thing is, he's
I
coming.
feel like
If like he's coming from a totally different. It's not even. Is the Dutch league top 5 league? I don't think so. Right? It's not in the top 5 leagues.
It's
The Dutch league.
no,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, it's not in the top 5 leagues. So a manager coming like out from the top 5 league itself, so it's the Premier League, like it's one of the hardest leagues in the world, so I think it will be difficult, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it won't like it for him himself, like it will take a lot of time to like climatize to the
I mean, I agree.
Then from there people all the players have to trust him, trust his tactics, and Maguire is still the captain, so
yeah, I mean,
I really feel
I mean, I understand why
he
he probably didn't strip him off, because probably that would also cause a lot of disunity, and he probably needs Maguire to start every game. So that's probably the reasons behind.
Wait, Maguire is gonna start every game?
I most likely will start, I feel, because Varane is hardly ever fully fit. So inevitably, we probably start Maguire and Martinez on a weekly basis.
I thought it would be Varane and Martinez.
I mean, that would be ideal, but at this point, it seems like Maguire will still start. But okay, I don't know about that, honestly.
It'll be very like, how to say, I think this whole situation will be damn messed up if in the mid-season or like halfway through he gets stripped off the captaincy. Like, I rather at the start.
No, I think they will at least one season he'll keep captaincy, at least for this season.
I'm more than
Plus, the
anything.
World
Give me
Cup-
about
the thing-
flashbacks,
the thing
man.
is-
Yeah,
The
I
thing
mean,
is, the World
possible.
Cup, the World Cup is coming in between the season. So
No, I think
I don't know what's going to happen.
I think it. I mean, ultimately, it's up to its performances. I think Ten Hag is quite no nonsense. He says no nonsense as I've seen since Mourinho probably, and I like how this. I like generally. I feel like if you've seen it, even in recent seasons, Pep and Klopp have been more authoritative than any other manager, and as a result, they have their team playing at the highest standard, highest level. And I think that's what is needed to whip us into shape again. Of course, it's not going to happen this season, but from what early signs are positive, that's all I'm going to say. And yeah, I think it'll be enough for us to finish Europa. Coming back to that again.
it's funny. I pity because every season, like, at the start, you'll be so optimistic. You'll be like, early signs are positive. Last season, he showed the poster to us. Right?
Guys, calm down. To be fair, we finished second the season before.
I remember how hyped he was that United signed Ronaldo.
Yeah,
I mean, that was not.
he was like,
that was honestly that was honestly.
No.
We had a dope window, honestly. Like, we were set.
He set for everything. Set for glory. That's it. Set for glory. The treble was coming back. He was at the end of the season. He was like, he doesn't even want to talk. Like through the halfway through the season, because voice I cannot even hear on the podcast.
At least I was there.
Damn funny. Yeah, but I'm saying I mean, you there also, no point,
Anyway,
but it's funny. Okay, but as usual, this season is
looking
optimistic, guys.
Looking optimistic. Yeah, he's looking optimistic.
Yes, okay.
We shall. I mean, last season was like, okay, let's challenge the Premier League title. That went out of the window the moment we lost 4-0 to Watford, or the string of results before that. But anyway, United will finish fifth, and according to Praveen, apparently Chelsea will, and Yash as well, Chelsea will finish fifth. What about Tarun? Do you agree with this point of view?
I said Spurs.
What, Spurs are fifth? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said what, Conte.
Oh,
Conte's
correct.
gonna finish.
Yeah. Okay, I remember now. My bad.
He's not too impressed with the signings.
I see. Okay.
They have strengthened their squad a bit, but like I still feel like there's a big gap between their first team and the bench as you look at it.
I just feel for me it's just more bench strength for them, which is what they require at this moment. Because I think first team quality was, they are capable of beating any team on that day.
True.
That's what I
think.
Feel. So
See, when you say on that date, like I think that's something that strikes me with both Spurs and Chelsea, because both of them, they're more than capable of winning most teams on the table on their day when the players are playing well. But it's just a matter of whether they can get that squad together, whether they can get the mindset together and actually put the performance out to beat them. So whichever team gets the consistency together first, I think has the better chance of finishing top 4.
My money would be on Conte, I mean, in terms of finishing higher. But we'll come to that soon. So anyway, let's now move on to the Magic top 4. So Champions League football, fourth spot, who's it going to, boys?
Arteta.
Arteta, is it?
I mean, for me, it's
Arteta.
Arteta. Arteta, yeah. I would say
Tarun?
I'll give the humble fourth
Yeah,
to Arteta.
I'll agree with Arsenal.
I will
Yeah.
I will humbly disagree here, and I'll bring in Chelsea. I still feel that Chelsea have enough quality to. I mean, I think preseason is a bit too early to judge. I think, of course, I mean, I know unconsciously it does play a part. Okay, I just feel that because 4-0 was a bad result. It really was to lose to Arsenal that way. They got humiliated, and Tuchel literally ripped the players apart in the press conference. But you think about it, even last season there were times where they were losing games like that. Like even the Real Madrid game, they got ripped apart, and then he ripped the players apart in the press conference, and then they came back. And I think Chelsea are a team that needs to find more consistency, but I think they will find just enough to finish top 4. That's just my opinion on this. So Arsenal, I think that's a reasonable shout as well. Arteta is doing quite well. Should have finished top
Ash?
4 last season. I think can finish top 4. There's a good chance. There's a reasonable chance, I would say, to finish top 4. Do you see
I'm
them
going for
finishing higher
Spurs.
than 4?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you're going
going
for-
for Spurs as 4th.
So Arsenal is what, 3rd, is it?
I mean,
Wait,
yeah,
lah.
Arsenal 3rd
Wait.
afterwards lah. But yeah, I mean, to me, I think honestly on paper, I mean, okay, you take the big names out at least, right? On paper, like as a unit, right? I feel us as a unit is a lot better than Spurs as a unit. And I'm not talking about individual players here. I'm talking about as a team. And I feel that gives me hope that I feel we can finish ahead of Spurs. I'm convinced this season if we, keep Partey in the squad, which, there's lots of rumors going on. But if we keep Partey in the squad, I'm convinced we will get top 4. That's no doubt. Because last season we missed Partey for huge chunks and it hurt us lah. And ultimately, if you look at the last season, it only came down to the 2 games which we lost, which is the Spurs game and lastly was the Newcastle game. And 2 back-to-back games. So, and both these games we didn't have Partey or we didn't have Tomiyasu and we didn't have a few key players which we missed. And provided, in my opinion, I feel we have strengthened a lot. Like we bought Zinchenko, Jesus, Saliba is back, by the way. So that strengthens our defense to a whole new level. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Saliba, but man's a beast. If you look at him play, you'll feel like it's like Van Dijk in younger boots, honestly. I don't want to hype him up so much, but he seems like that kind
Big
of
calls,
a
big
dude, that kind
calls.
of a guy.
Oh, who
I
is
mean,
it?
he-
Right book? Sorry, who?
Saliba.
Saliba.
William
Like,
Saliba.
who did you compare him with?
Yeah, younger Van Dijk version lah. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
younger Van
The-
Dijk.
the
okay,
raw
okay,
talent.
okay,
Yeah.
nice. The raw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Okay.
it gives me hope lah. That's why I feel
Okay.
confident we can finish 3rd.
I
I'm
just hope
convinced
it's
we'll
like,
get Champions League.
I just hope it's like me last season. Just everything is crumbling down.
I mean, whatever fills your boat lah, because
Of course, bro.
Okay,
Yeah.
as we are talking, Alex Telles has moved on to Sevilla.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Season long move.
Where did that come from?
Yeah,
That
loan
was,
move.
He's officially on.
it was
the
on
move.
for
Wow.
a few days.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know
It was
this was
on for a
even-
few days.
Yeah, it's
That's
gone. He's
interesting.
gone.
Oh,
But
that's interesting. Also, he fell down the pecking order after they signed Malacia. Okay.
yeah. Quite shy. So it's Luke Shaw lah. You're starting left back.
Luke Shaw or Malacia, the new signing we signed.
Yeah, the new signing.
Hmm.
Okay, we'll see. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
So,
go on.
because
So
your
third-
live reactions to this news first.
Oh, Telles is. I think we should have utilized him more on free kicks, and
Yeah.
he's a pretty good
He's good,
set piece specialist. Yeah, and
Yeah.
should have utilized him more there. But I don't think he's like world class or even anywhere close to that. He's a decent player, I would say. And yeah, I mean, it's nothing. I'm not too concerned by it, I would say. I think we need more world class players to bring us forward. And yeah,
I would
at
have
this
taken
point,
Alex Telles as a backup left back for a season
Yeah.
on move.
but okay, we have 3 left backs, so I guess losing one on loan is not such a cause for concern. So I'm not too
Fair
phased by that move. But
Hmm.
yes, so
Okay,
fourth
yeah,
place
moving on to-
done. Let's move on to top 3. So top 3 is where I feel like you guys will disagree with me, but I'm going to start it off with the most controversial thing I can think of. And I'm not just saying it for the sake of being controversial. I actually believe this might happen. I'm feeling that Man City are going to finish 3rd this season.
Okay, please elaborate.
Okay, let me put it out there. I feel like they've lost
Okay.
Gabi Jesus, Raheem Sterling, Zinchenko, all players who have played a key part in their system, and they have turned up whenever Pep has gone to them. I just feel like someone like JG, as much as I love him, as much as I rate him, they are not ready. Even Haaland, for that matter, is a new signing. Julian Alvarez, they're not ready to come in straight away with the league. Is all I'm saying. That's
Because I just want to say, the two players which you mentioned are gone to Arsenal and you put us as 6-star. So I just wanted to bring that point up.
I mean, that's just fun, lah. I mean, by that logic, also, I mean, we signed Ronaldo, Varane. Varane is a Champions League winner. By that, we should be winning the. It's what you get what I mean, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm not rating the players any less because of that. Okay, doesn't mean that it's going to have. Doesn't mean just because you sign someone that.
Taru, you go see what he just pulled on. Put some magic shit on this guy.
Why?
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at Pravin's reaction.
Oh, okay.
Gone. Never mind. Okay. Moving on. Okay, third day.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, continue. Yeah. City
Yeah, I just feel like Haaland and Alvarez need to get used to the system, and I just feel it's not going to happen within a season, lah. And as a result, you guys are going to fall back a bit this season. There's no other reason, because you guys have been winning the league without a striker for so long. And yeah, I mean, Pep is a genius. Don't get me wrong. He probably will find a way, but
just one season, right? Not so long, right? I mean, Aguero just left
really
like the
not that
season
long.
before, so it's just one season. They were without a striker.
I thought
Without
just
striker.
one
No,
season.
both the recent titles we no striker. Aguero was injured for the first season.
2 seasons. Yeah.
2 seasons. 2 seasons.
It's been
we no
2
strikers.
seasons, couple of seasons. So I feel like the
Yeah.
players are ingrained to play in a certain type of way, and I'm not sure if they will be able to accommodate Haaland in the system. I don't know if he'll be fine. I mean, yeah, to be fair, he did get a lot of chances in the Community Shield, but I still feel like it will take for you guys to be that same beast of a unit you guys were for past 2 seasons or past, I would say, past decade. Like, you guys are dominating the league. I can't even say anything about that, but I just feel like it might take a while for your star signings to fire. That's all. That's my own. And also another reason for why I feel City will finish third is I'll have another reason for that. I'll come to that very soon when we talk about the top 2. But anyway, okay, what is your third place, boys? Any other
Spurs
teams?
lah. Third will be Spurs lah. Or you want controversial, I can say Liverpool lah, but doesn't make sense lah. Third will be Spurs.
Smart fella. Yeah, I mean, for me, yeah, I see, like, people say what these teams have strengthened, are going to be close, top 4 battle. I don't see it. I think title race is going to be just 2 teams running away with it again, like it was last year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my third is the remaining team, which is Chelsea.
Yeah, for him, Chelsea, yeah. Then, okay, like Yash already says, no, because you know why I'm saying, to be honest, right, which is the team that strengthened the most? You think about it, it's actually the 2 teams that's always fighting for the title. That's my point.
Yeah.
Strengthened the most, I would
agree.
still say, is either, star signings. You think about world-class star signings. We signed Haaland, they signed Nunes. Okay, Nunes, I would even put in the same level as Haaland. Yeah, you think about it.
I agree with that point. I actually agree with
No,
that.
yeah, you think about it. Like,
It's
like
a fair
they have
point.
Luis Diaz came January itself already. So that their starting 11 is not going to change much. Our City's starting 11.
City starting level
change
change a bit more. I would. That is the only reason I would say.
No, I'm saying the front 3. You tell me who's going to change. You take out Sterling, Haaland is going to come in. The front 3 is not going to change. Other than that,
Basically the same squad.
It's the same squad. You think about it.
I mean, majority, because also Pep, there's a rotational system.
No, it's not majority. I'm saying that you think about the best 11. You don't think about all the the team that's going to face, like, all the promoted teams. We are going to win that nevertheless. I'm talking about which is the team that's going to face Liverpool, or which is the team that's going to face the Chelsea, the Man U, which is the starting 11 that's going to face those kind of teams. I'm saying. You think about it. The back 4 is the same.
Honestly. Yeah, back 4, okay, fine.
Back 4 is the same.
The front 3 always changes for you guys.
I'm saying the midfield is not going to change. It's going to be Rodri, KDB, Bernardo Silva. You think the midfield is going to change? No, the midfield is never going to change. The front 3, the left side is Foden's. That's it. Left wing will be Foden. Okay, right wing, Mahrez. Mahrez has been absolute beast in the preseason.
What about Grealish?
Okay, if you think something that's going to change, maybe if whoever is in that point of time, whoever is more form, that guy is going to come in.
I'm just saying that with Jesus and Sterling, I just feel they are big losses to City because they know the system inside out. And
I would say that depth has gone a bit low for City. in terms of at least
I
attacking option
wouldn't say
wise,
their
the
I
depth
wouldn't
is
say
a
their
bit
depth
lower.
is lower. I just feel the players who are used to the system are lesser. That's all. Very simply put. There's nothing else. Like literally play every other
That's every other team. What you think about it?
I feel
Mane is gone.
specifically-
Mane is gone. Nunes is in lah. So Mane has been there for like 6-7 years. He knows the system in and out.
I just feel
Nunes
the number
just
of
came
players
in.
you have lost, lah. That's all. The number of players you have lost. That's just my point. And then the quality of and the number of players you've lost is why I feel that it might affect you this season. Very simply put. Okay.
I feel the number of goals we are not going to score any less lah. I mean, you think about what you're saying is for leave Zinchenko out lah. Cancelo is going to be there all the time. Okay. You think about Jesus and Sterling. What they provide is obviously goals lah. 15 goals from Sterling and another 10 goals from 25 goals. I think Haaland can provide that lah. I think Haaland himself can provide the 25 goals lah.
Yeah, I think the difference, if Haaland has a very good season, you guys will probably finish top 2. But I don't foresee him having that amazing season. I think that's probably why. So let's see.
We'll see.
It's just a prediction.
I mean, I really think like jokes aside, I think Haaland should comfortably hit 20 plus goals up. Because City are just the kind of team who create the number of chances, and even if he plays badly, he is going to put away at least one chance. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he got into a lot of goal scoring positions against.
Exactly. Yeah. When you get into the positions, you are going to score goals. You have the positions from him, and you have the chances created by the rest of the team. So it's simple.
I mean, Aguero was thriving when David Silva and De Bruyne was playing. I mean, like the guy was. I mean, he was just scoring for fun. He was like 20 plus goals that season.
And Aguero was a season striker in the Premier League at that point in time also.
Yeah.
Aguero is a different class compared to Haaland. I guess Haaland will take years to get to that.
Yeah. I mean, it take time. I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's not like Pep can't.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying, I just feel because of that, you guys will fall back this season and probably.
Pep literally had Lewandowski. The guy made Lewandowski. I just said, I mean, Pep created Lewandowski. I mean, not created, but he made him to a beast. He can, basically, I'm saying.
I wouldn't say Pep made him into a beast. I just feel Lewandowski is always good. He thrived under Pep. That's what I would say. I wouldn't say he made him as a great player.
Yeah.
It's two different things. It's like Salah was I would say Salah was made by Klopp. It's two different things. Whereas Lewandowski was always good. Like Salah was good, but he was elevated to that level.
Fine. Okay. My point was basically Pep can have a system that helps strikers score goals.
Possible. I mean, I'm not saying he's obviously won the title with Aguero. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying it might take some time. That's all I feel. Okay. In case the viewers are noticing, by the way, Yash had to leave. We will still continue the episode. We still have the top 2 left, right? So this is where I come in and justify who is going to finish second by displacing City. And in my opinion, second is going to come to Spurs. I feel Conte, someone will have a reaction now, but I just feel Conte.
No. I'm more shocked that you gave number 1 to Liverpool.
Oh, yeah, Liverpool. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is also happening. But I will come to that soon. Anyway, number 2 is Tottenham Hotspur. Look away, Arsenal fans. Luckily, Yash isn't here. If not, I'll be crucified. But it's okay. It's a free world. I can say what I want. Anyway. Okay. Jokes apart. I just feel Antonio Conte is too good a manager for even a team like Spurs not to finish second. That's all I feel. It's just the Conte effect. Any other manager, I wouldn't be this confident. I just feel with Conte, he has typically done this with any team. And I feel even with Spurs, it's going to be possible. And he might displace
Pep is a shit one.
I was just about to ask that.
What?
Can I just interject and ask, if Conte can do it with that team, why can't Pep do it with his team?
Oh, Pep is doing it for years. I'm not saying he can't, but I'm just saying Conte as a manager is so good that there's a good chance he might displace Pep.
Just let me, I just want to clarify something. You're saying Antonio Conte is a better manager than Pep.
I don't think it's that far-fetched a statement to make. I'll tell you, let me justify it, because Pep has always had amazing teams in terms of he has had unlimited transfer budget by City, and they've given him amazing players all the time. And I'm not saying that Pep is a shit manager or anything. He's a damn good manager. He's probably one of the best of all time. But Conte, wherever he's gone, he's won. He's gone to Inter, he's won. He came to Chelsea that entire time, he won. Conte is a proven winner. And you can't just turn that. He is, but I'm just saying that Conte is also a very good manager, and he hasn't had as strong as teams had as Pep has had. And as a
but I'm
result,
saying
I feel
wherever Conte went, it's not he took like Leicester City to the title or something. He always had a
but
world class
it's not
team.
as
That
I would
Chelsea team,
still argue
that
that it's
Chelsea
not
team
as
was
good
world class.
as it was still not as good as City's team,
That
which has
Chelsea
been over
team
the
he
years.
won the Premier League with was world class. They had Hazard. They played the 3-4-3. I mean, that's how
it was good. Yeah. I mean, his system is very, very good. But I'm just
he
saying,
made
in terms
Victor
of players,
Moses
wasn't
the best. Right?
would you say
which
that?
back,
Okay, let me put it this way. Would you say that Chelsea squad is as stacked as you guys have been for the past few years? Like
You see,
in terms of
past
City's
few years,
dominance.
past few years,
No,
the
that's
market
the barometer of comparing with like.
past
No,
few years
see, but-
after the Neymar's transfer, like anything can happen in the transfer market. But at that point, you tell me at 2030, when he took over the Chelsea team, I think he had one of the best teams in the Premier League. That's what I say. That 2030, I think 2014, right? He won, I think. Conte.
Mhm.
I'm not wrong, 13-14. That 13-14 Chelsea team was one of the best teams in the Premier League that season. I'm just talk by season.
Okay.
Obviously, you think
Okay.
about it, the Barca team.
If you're not
0-0
convinced by
will be
that,
better.
okay, how about this? If you're not convinced by that, let me go to Inter Milan's case study. They
Uh-huh.
displaced Juventus after so many years of dominance. I
Yeah,
think
and
that
I'm
is an
saying-
achievement.
I'm saying at that point in time, Inter Milan is that the team they had was one of the best teams. Also, I'm saying
I disagree with that
see,
because I would say that there were teams stronger than Inter Milan that season. But
I
Inter
wouldn't
Milan
say
still
that.
finished.
I don't
wouldn't
think
say
so.
that.
I
I
would
don't think
disagree
so.
because I mean Juventus had been winning that. I mean, they had been winning Serie A for the past 10 seasons. So they're
That doesn't
pretty.
okay, but
It is.
that's-
I would say that is the
particular
equivalent
season,
of
Inter had a
that
better
is the
team,
equivalent
lah.
of City and Liverpool dominating the league for this many years.
Okay.
I rank it the same. And the fact that he was able to display such a team puts him in a pretty high pedigree. So, which is why I feel that there is a chance he can displace one of Klopp and Pep. If any
But
manager
because
is
you got-
equipped, if any manager is going to do it, I just feel it's Conte, very simply put. At the rate Klopp and Pep are, they are based on, if I were to take the past few seasons, Klopp and Pep are a different class. But I feel if there's any manager with an inkling of a chance, it's probably Conte. Simple as that. That's my point.
Yeah, I just don't think that inkling of a chance is big enough to displace either team from the top two.
Okay, by the way, that season, Inter won, right? That season's manager for Juventus was Sari, if I'm not wrong. I think it was Sari.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm just saying that I'm just thinking, okay, whoever the manager was, I'm just saying that Juventus team have not been able to get back to the same dominance they had, and who
because they don't have the team. They don't have the team.
I would disagree. They have a very good team. They still had a very good team, even though when they were falling back, right? They still had a pretty good team in terms of
quality. You see, they have a very good team. Okay, but the thing is, Inter had a better team. That's it, lah.
I would disagree with that point. No, I mean,
look at their defense. Look at Inter's defense.
I would still say Juventus had at the time when they won it. I would still say that Juventus had a better team than Inter. And again, okay, see, how do you judge better? I would say better was because of the dominance they had with almost the same team which they had for the past few years. And that's my barometer of gauge.
Yeah, but the thing is, the manager changed. As you know the best, once the manager
but the
changed,
team is still a pretty good team. Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm not saying that is the only factor, but I'm just saying
same thing. If the exact same thing, if you're saying for this season Pep isn't the manager, I'll take it. I'll take it that if you say that Pep isn't the manager, someone else is going to come third, fourth, might not even finish Champions League. You never know. Okay, it's very hard. Okay, with the same star quality players we have, I would say the same for Liverpool. You're telling me if Klopp leaves this season, you think Tarun will be this confident that he can finish top 2? Liverpool can finish top 2?
Yeah,
highly unlikely.
Top 4. So
I mean, it's a valid point.
Yeah.
The manager is a valid point, but I just feel in terms
manager
of
is very important. Who's the guy? Allegri, right? I think. Yeah, Allegri was there for so long. Then after he left, okay, Sari came in. It's a whole mess. I mean, Man United, you should know the best. Once the manager leaves, the new manager comes in.
See, that's a point. But I'm just saying, I just feel like Pep's and Klopp's dominance can't last forever. Also, at some point, someone will displace it, and I feel like Conte is the man to do it. Given the fact that he's displayed such a strong team as such Juventus, I mean, definitely manager might have played a part. Okay, I'm not going to discount that fact.
I understand where you're coming from because I see why you think Conte will be the one. But it's just that this season, I don't think that's happening. Consider external factors. City have not weakened their team. I would say they have strengthened their team or at least kept it the same. I don't think Liverpool have weakened our team. We have probably strengthened it, I would say, as well. So I don't see which part of this Conte is going to break into. And there's no real external factors that are going to make either of the top two teams weaker?
My point on City which I mentioned earlier, which I feel that because of the new signings who are not used to the system, I just feel that they are the ones that are going to be displaced by Spurs. That's just my point here in why I make this argument that Spurs are going to finish ahead of City. But see, I mean, all these are end of the day, all these are predictions. We can sit here and talk till the cows come home. But yeah, I mean, I have my point of view because of the reasons I mentioned, and you have your point of view because of the reasons you mentioned. Very simply put.
So for you, Liverpool is going to win the league.
Yeah, I believe so. I feel like
okay lah. Yeah, just say it.
Yeah, I mean, Liverpool has been. I mean, Liverpool has been been the best second place team in history. They've really done. They are really that good. No.
How they can like 1 second you can give this kind of arguments like then suddenly you will say Liverpool are the second best team in the history, but they will win the league. But the team that's beating them every single season, they'll finish third. Why not Liverpool can be displaced also? What? No, I don't get it. Liverpool could have,
okay.
Instead of City, Liverpool could have been displaced also. What?
Let me finish my point
okay,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying in recent seasons they've been finishing second. I'm just saying because of that they have the potential to win the league. That's point number one. Point number two is I feel like they haven't really changed this. I mean, yeah, Mane is a big loss. Don't get me wrong, but Nunes is a good signing. Maybe not as good as Haaland, but overall their squad is still quite intact. That's my point. I would still say that their team is not that much different from the squad which they've had for the past few successful seasons, which Liverpool have had. And as a result, I feel like they probably have the right balance and not too many new signings, not too many people who need to get used to the system in that sense.
Yeah, just saying Liverpool are most likely going to make more changes to their best 11 than City. City just need to change their striker.
So
we are going to be, we have a new striker. We have Carvalho is going to play quite a bit, or Javier Elliott will play quite a bit.
Is Carvalho going to start?
He will most likely feature quite a lot.
Why would he start? Like my point is, my question is, why would he start? Don't you have Henderson? Don't you have Fabinho? Don't you have?
I don't think Henderson will play that much this season. If we can help it, I don't think he'll play much. We can look at start of last season. He wasn't playing much also. Javier Elliott played a lot of the start until he got injured, and that's when Henderson had come in. But now we have Carvalho and we have Elliott back fit. So I think those two are more likely to take right center back.
You think they will start? Okay. I mean, that's your opinion.
Yeah, I think Elliott especially has a pretty good chance to start.
Okay, and I'm surprised that I genuinely thought Henderson will start. Henderson, Fabinho, and your usual makeup. I thought that was your usual makeup.
So
we will.
Who is the only one that the team is going to change for Liverpool from your point of view?
I feel Nunes and Mane that's like the front three. That's going to be the main change like the significant change.
So everything is going to be the same. Front three instead of Mane is going to be Nunes, correct?
Yeah.
But Nunes plays central.
Central. I mean, who is they play Luis Diaz on the left.
To be fair,
so Luis Diaz.
Second half of the season we played Mane centrally also.
See, Praveen, sorry. Sorry,
I mean, second half of the season we played Mane centrally, Diaz on the left, Salah on the right as our first 11. So I can see that as a direct swap, I guess.
Yeah. Also, and they have options they have players who are already accustomed to also. I just feel they haven't lost as many players as perhaps City in terms of people who are accustomed to the system. They've managed to retain Diego Jota still. Diego Jota just signed a decent
contract, right?
He signed a new contract as well. Yeah, he's a quality signing. You can easily get like 15, not quality signing, sorry, quality player who can easily get 15 goals a season, I would say at least. And yeah, I mean, I just feel overall
starts game in, game out if not, he's not going to score 15 goals.
I think it's still possible if
I think he can hit double digits off the bench.
Yeah,
if it's possible. Comes on regularly.
I think he can. He's a top quality player, Brian. I still feel that.
I feel like Jota played, I think, most of the season, right? Only last
not really.
I'm not sure.
I think the last
to verify it.
No,
last season, not really.
No, last season only the last part he didn't play. Think about it. Only that's when the Luis Diaz, Mane, and Salah combination came. Until then, central position was given to Jota. He was my FPL. He was giving points. So I know the guy was starting.
I mean, he was still in and out of injury at the start of the season.
After January only, I would say after Luis Diaz came, 1 month in, February onwards only, he got the injury. I still remember. I took him up. So he got injury. February onwards only, like Luis Diaz started playing more. And I mean, he has to play, no other choice because Jota was injured. Yeah, so February, March, April.
So okay,
Those 3 months.
the point being, I still feel this Jota can easily, as Tarun mentioned, I think it's possible for him to reach double digits if he would, even if he were to come off the bench. And I just feel generally the Liverpool team is not as weakened in that sense. It doesn't need as much rebuilding as City. I just feel because you guys have sort of offloaded some players and brought in fresh blood, which is not a bad thing necessarily. I just don't feel like this may be the season where you continue getting the same success. Simple as that. And because this might be actually beneficial for you in the long run, possibly. I would say it might give you 10 more years of dominance. Who knows? I'm just saying that to me, at least this season, I don't see you all finishing as champions. Very simply put. Yeah.
For me, we are hitting the three-peat. 1, 2, 3. 3 in a row this season. I'm quite sure.
Haaland hitting how many goals? Realistically, Haaland how many goals this season?
I think he'll hit 25. Definitely more than 20.
Golden Boot?
Golden Boot, I don't know. Golden Boot, I mean, the guy is always there, the Mo Salah. So
you think
I think to be honest, I think Harry Kane will be in the equation again. I mean, last season was one season off for him, but Kane and Son is going to be there. I don't know about Nunez. I mean, I really don't know about Nunez, but I think Salah will definitely be there. Okay, for us, I mean, the only guy I can say is Haaland. I'm the one from City. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to come down to this fall. But yeah, the thing is, if Kane is firing Son won't be scoring a lot of goals. So I feel it from Spurs, either only one at a time. Last season wasn't Kane, it was Son. So I think it's like whoever is performing better will be in the race. So each team, you think about it, it'll be either, I think it'll be either Kane, Salah or Haaland. And one more thing is Kane and Salah are penalty takers for their respective teams. Yeah, I don't know if Haaland's gonna be like maybe he could be the designated penalty taker, or is this
who's your taker now? Who's your taker now?
Taken now is KDB. If he's on the field, it's KDB. If not, it's Gundogan. Yeah, either one. Yeah. Oh, Mahrez, that guy. Sometimes I don't know what happens. He scores sometimes. Yeah, he'll miss sometimes. Mahrez is there, so I don't know Yeah, but I think definitely we are hitting three-peat this time around. No other. I think yes. To be honest, our team, how to say, if we are going for one more left back, I think once we get, I don't know who is going to be. I think definitely by end of the season, transfer window closes, we'll buy one left back. So once we hit that one left back, I think our team is set. To be honest, because I think our team didn't change at all. I mean, to be honest, the starting 11, I feel the strongest starting 11. I think the one player that's going to come in is Haaland instead of Sterling. That's it. Last season, Foden was playing as false 9. Left side was Sterling. Sterling was playing as the false 9. Left side was Foden. Right side was mostly Mahrez throughout the season. Mahrez was playing all the most important Champions League knockouts, the most important Premier League games. Mahrez was there. So Mahrez's spot is there right side. So yeah, so for now I think so Foden will go on the left, or whoever performs, if Grealish performs, which I highly doubt. So if Grealish performs, Grealish will be playing on the left. You can see if you want rotational, I think JG will be used as the rotational player. And I feel our squad depth has not decreased in any manner. So our Nathan Ake is still there. So if any of Stones is still there, Laporte is still there. So our defense is pretty solid. All our defenders were used to the system. Because to be honest, I feel the defense is the most important because we play out from the back. So if any of our major defense, if Laporte has been gone, right, okay, I would have still accepted because what he's trying to say. Because playing out from the back is very Pep basically is you have to play out from the back. So you need ball playing centre backs, So instead of Laporte, if some other guy is there, okay, I understand. But this season, all the major 4 centre backs are intact. And Cancelo is there and Walker is there. Tank. So no issues. And midfield is not going to change.
Essentially, that's the thing for City. Your base is made up of your defense and it's made up of your midfield. And both those are very much intact from last season.
It's the exact same. I would say KDB would have improved. Every season he improves. So KDB, Rodri and Bernardo is our, what's that? midfield, or if someone is rested, Gundogan is going to come in. So it's actually pretty stacked. So that's why I would say, like, and now got Calvin Phillips. I think it's a bang of a signing.
Oh, yeah,
so,
absolutely. I agree
Yeah,
with that.
I mean, okay,
That's
but I don't know
probably
if Calvin Phillips can be that single CDM, like how Rodri or Fernandinho used to do it. Okay, but the thing is, if you want to
Gives you
see out
depth.
games, if Rodri and Calvin Phillips play at the same, like they suddenly switch to double pivot, I think it's impossible for them to score. We just want to see out the game now, we can just do that. So literally we can just, in that way, we can just rest Bernardo or KDB, like whenever we score like enough goals, like 2 goals, we are 2-0 up or something like that. They can just take out KDB out, just putting Calvin Phillips out. There's no way they're going to score the opposition team. So like things like this. And I think to be honest, I rate the Julian Alvarez guy. He actually can score.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all his signings are good. I'm not.
Yeah. So and we signed a kid also. I don't know his name, but I forgot. But because Zach went on loan to some other team.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, you guys made quality signings. No doubt. Like I think I rate Calvin. Honestly, of all his signings, Calvin Phillips is for me is like the pick of the lot.
Even if Haaland is not firing, right, I would say, right, we won't slip up. I mean, maybe we'll lose the title. Like, even if Haaland is not firing, right, I think I would say this guy, I'm pretty sure Pep will push KDB as false 9 and he'll play the midfield will be Gundogan. What is that? Gundogan, Bernardo and Rodri. So I still feel we won't lose our top 2. The top 2 is there, I would say. Yeah.
So when do you guys see this dominance ending? Only when either the managers leave, is it?
Yeah, either. No other choice. What to do?
No other way?
It will have to be managers leaving it.
I feel no other way because the quality of the team is not going to
decrease as much. Yeah.
It decrease. I don't think the quality of the team is ever going to
decrease. That's a reasonable viewpoint, and it's probably the majority viewpoint.
Yeah, I feel manager you should know like the entire philosophy or tactics, everything will change once a new manager comes in. So it's very hard for. Is it? You are saying it's hard for 3 players the 3 new signings per se to like gel.
Crucial. I just feel they're crucial also to Pep likes to rotate.
If the 3 players are important, just imagine like if a new manager come, all 24 have to change. So I think the only way is if Pep leaves or Klopp leaves, whenever they leave, the other team will just run away with the title again and again. So if Pep leaves next season or something, that's it. I can see and Klopp signs another 5-year deal or something, I can see Liverpool winning 5 times in a row. Really?
That'd be nice.
I'm not even joking. 5 times in a row. I think it will be the other way around also. If Klopp leaves, City are winning 5 times in a row. Yeah. So for you have Eric Ten Hag, so no issues with us.
As Ten Hag says, eras have to end at some point. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't.
I mean, that is true.
We have just detailed out how the era is going to end.
Hopefully we can come to top 4.
You know what would be the funniest thing? The era end, right? And these guys still not there. I laugh. When you're not out there, I will laugh. I tell you.
Maybe Arsenal and Chelsea will go back to being fierce rivals.
Title
rivals and stuff.
I mean, at that time when we were there, so okay, let's see, Let's see. Hopefully this one is the right call. I sincerely hope. I'm tired of waiting. The worst part is I only started following Man United religiously after Ferguson left. So it's a tough time. I've only seen the tough times. I've been through the tough times. Hopefully I can see the glory days again. Not again, for the first time for me. Yeah. So Tarun, I'm going to assume you feel Liverpool are champions.
Yes, of course.
Yes, so tell us why.
But like I said, I think it's going to be a very hard fought season throughout. Probably same as last season, but in the end, I just feel that Liverpool will be champions.
So what would you think would have what's the learning point from last season, finishing second again? Like it must be really hard to take as a team.
I mean, but I think the problem with last season was we dropped too many points at the start of the season against relegation fodder. So that is the one thing that we have to not do. We cannot go 3-0 up or 3-1 up and then draw the game 3-3.
Draw the game. Yeah, they did that quite often.
That is what hurt us absolutely way too much last season.
So because City had a very bad start. We had a shit start.
Yeah, exactly.
But you guys came
back. But you guys didn't draw games. Like the draws will weigh on your points tally way too much, a lot
Yeah.
more than losses. So that's the thing, lah. We have to cut the draws and start turning them into wins. And I think
The sad
we
thing
can
was
do
they were
that.
actually winning. They were most of the draws, they were winning the games. So
And yeah, that's the thing. Like
it's not even they have
we were
they
like,
are like 1-0 down or 2-0, they have to come back. They just have to
exactly.
Mm.
Like losing a game or drawing a game from 3-1 up is very painful. I think we did that like once or twice. So yeah.
I mean, all that reminds me of is the Crystal Palace game. I never forget. Steven.
That's Luis Suarez.
Good times.
Yeah.
Never forget.
I mean, that essentially lost us the title that season also. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you see what I'm talking about.
Love.
But yeah, I think it's the top 6 for all of us. We couldn't hear Yash's top 6, but we heard that Arsenal are going to finish 4th, which is quite likely. I'm not gonna lie.
No, Spurs are going to finish 4th. 3rd is Arsenal.
Oh yeah, he mentioned he wanted.
He's an Arsenal fan. Come on.
Fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, that's all our prediction, boys. Hope you're all happy with it.
Quick fire bottom 3.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Brentford getting relegated. Forest will stay up. Fulham will go down.
Yeah, Fulham definitely going down.
And Fulham will go down. Who's the third team? I need to go check the Premier League table. 1 sec. Let me scour who I think will get relegated. 1 sec. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Might be Leeds.
I really hope Leeds might. They lost their best player pretty much.
Yeah. Both their best players. Callum Phillips and Rafinha both gone.
Yes, both the best players, correct.
Yeah.
What about Everton,
Leeds,
boys? They lost 4-0
possible.
to they lost 4-0 in a preseason game.
Yeah, and I really want Everton to go down. It'll be amazing scenes.
Yeah, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Speaking of which, Spurs signed Richarlison, which is a banger of a signing, honestly. Yeah, we didn't mention this. Richarlison is a underrated player, honestly. Richarlison is a very, very good player. Sorry?
Where is he going to play?
It's just more depth.
Bench.
Depth.
Depth,
but it's an option. It's an option. I mean,
definitely an option. But
I think
always
Spurs at this point,
fringe games are not really important. It's the deciders. It's the literally. I would say
Depends. Really depends.
Liverpool City.
You think about Liverpool dropping points. They drop points against the smaller teams as well. It really depends. Throughout the season, you have to be consistent, and a bench strength will definitely.
But I don't think it has much of a. They could if they have one City, all would have been equal anyway. If they could have one City.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue it. You can argue it any other way, but you can argue that if they beat that other team, which who was the team you mentioned just now?
No, but the thing is, it's double. The thing is,
Brentford
beating City
Brentford,
is like instead of 3 points, is 6 points. You understand? Like these title games it's not just 3 points.
It's psychological, yes. It's psychological, yes. But I just feel like at any point of the season,
it's pretty much quite literally 6 points because you are gaining 3 points and your opponent is not gaining the 3 points.
So it's an
advantage when you're playing against a
point. But it is. But I mean, on review of the season, it was so close, right? So I can argue that at any point in the season, the tables could have turned. You know what I mean? Like if Liverpool had got that 3 points instead of drawing that game, for example, they could have won the title.
True.
So it's also a game of fine margins, and these crucial games where your players are tired. Someone at Richarlison can come in and score, for example. I'm just giving an example. And I mean, bench strength shouldn't be anything new to you, but I mean, City have used that so well over the years. So I think it's such an important element to a squad, and which is why Richarlison to me is a very, very quality signing. It's perfect actually for them.
Most of the teams have bench strength really, like you can say Spurs, Liverpool, City. So that's what I'm saying. So since like all these teams have really I would say even Chelsea, their bench is quite strong.
Yeah, Chelsea are quite strong. Yeah, which is why I was surprised.
I mean, their bench
finish outside top 4. Yeah.
No, like I'm saying, their bench was strong right now. I don't know. I mean, because now their bench players are the ones that are going to start ready. You understand? Like they're the one that's going to start So I don't really know. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see but I'm saying I still feel that I would say all these big games are the one that decides
Okay.
I feel the big games, how it affects you is as you say, like psychologically and via points also. Like winning Liverpool will give us like a next 5 games we'll win on a row, in a row.
Depends. I mean, variety
It
of
really-
fantasy. I like to. I mean, I like to think of it this way. Like, remember that the season where we're just talking about the Crystal Palace game, right? That season, Liverpool beat you all. Like, it was a 6-pointer, and Liverpool beat you all, and yet you guys still won the title that season. Like it may not necessarily be the case where it decides the title as well. It can be the flip side, which is why I'm just saying that even the fringe games are as important as the 6-pointers you say are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
talking about it, Man U has a very good run of fixtures. So I will love it.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, boys. I didn't mention, by the way, I'm watching Man U Arsenal at Old Trafford. So yeah. Wish me luck. Hopefully.
I wish my man Gabby scores a hat trick in Old Trafford.
and then my 5th and 6th place prediction goes out of the window straight away right there.
That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Live scenes at Old
I'm paying a
Trafford.
lot of money, boys. So hopefully.
I don't really care.
That just makes it even better for us because
4-0. I'm predicting 4-0. Arsenal 4.
At Old Trafford, we're going to lose 4-0.
not so bad. I think 3-1.
Okay. Yeah, you guys got lose 4-0 to Watford. What are you all on about? At Old Trafford, right?
No,
Was it Old Trafford?
No, it wasn't Old Trafford. It wasn't Old Trafford.
I think it's Old Trafford.
Brother, I was watching the game. It was definitely not Old Trafford. It's at Watford because I remember they were, despite I think Sam missing 2 penalties, we still lost 4-0 or something like that. Yeah. It's quite a bad game. I know for a fact, but I don't even need to check. I watched the game.
Really?
Because that was the last match before Oli got sacked. I know that game very, very well. Yeah.
That was Old Trafford. It was a huge crowd.
Okay, wait. Did I mention my last team which got relegated? Oh my god. We're going back in circles. I talked about Richarlison. So anyway, the last team is probably who would I say? Fulham, Brentford, and Leeds, right? Yeah. I think Leeds are a realistic shot. But yeah, I don't know honestly. Maybe a close candidate might be Southampton. Yeah, they're good, but I feel like there are a possibility they might be in and around the relegation zone. So yeah, that's my prediction for the bottom 3. Yeah. What about you guys?
Yeah, I agree with Fulham. And I'm going to say number 2, Bournemouth, because they've just been yo-yoing a lot. I feel like they're going to yo-yo back down.
No, after very long they're coming back up. What are you on about?
I mean, no, but they're
after Eddie Howe,
generally
this is the time they're coming back up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but when you think about Bournemouth, do you think of them as a Premier League or Championship? They don't have a identity between the two, right? They're right there in the middle, I would say, and they're kind of.
Burnley was there for 6 seasons. Bournemouth was there for 6 seasons. Burnley. If you think of Burnley, you definitely think of Premier League. Yeah, 6 seasons I was there. Yeah, it's mad. Okay, yeah, but wouldn't be. It's definitely won't be
it's
wrong.
not an outrageous prediction. I think
it's not
Bournemouth a possibility.
Wrong with Bournemouth. Okay, yeah, Bournemouth, yeah. Bournemouth, Fulham. Oh, that's 2 of the promoted teams. Then who's the last one? Why you all rating Nottingham so high? I didn't even know that. I mean, they signed
Jesse Lingard, bro.
Yeah, I know they signed Lingard.
They signed quite a lot of players. If I'm not,
I don't know that.
They are signing a few. They're playing quite a lot of money.
To be honest, you ask me out of these 3, who is more championship? I would say Nottingham.
Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah. They signed
I mean,
Nico
yeah,
Williams. They signed Nico
I think
Williams.
the thing about Nottingham is they've made some decent signings.
For the guy.
They signed Dean Henderson from us. Very, very
loan,
good.
right? Loan or sign?
On loan. And the thing about Dean Henderson, anyway, I just want to share a story. So he was apparently promised number 1 shirt the Ole season, basically last season, sorry. As a result, he turned down a lot of lucrative loan offers. And essentially he was snaked and De Gea became a number 1 again. And he was damn pissed off. He's frustrated. Which is fair
toxic
play,
work culture.
But having said that, I think he's a proper world-class keeper. He's a very, very good addition for them. He's like, Emi Martinez for Aston Villa. I would rate him at that same pedigree. He's really, really good.
I know who Everton signed. They signed all the Burnley players. They signed McNeil and Tawaski, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Those 2 bang of signings are just saying McNeil is actually good. He's a baller.
Yeah, he is. But I mean, the squad is still quite this is quite similar to last season. They went like significantly strengthened, and the preseason doesn't really
I think
fill
those two walk
them
straight
with
into the team.
optimism.
No one signed Nick Pope, actually. I'm quite surprised. Nick Pope deserves to play in the Premier League.
I think someone did. He went to Newcastle. Yeah.
Nick Pope went to Newcastle. Wow.
10 mil,
Actually
bro.
good, Then the Ben Me guy.
Ben Me, he went to Burnley.
He said Burnley.
I'm sorry. He
What
went to
a
Brentford. Yeah,
He went
he
where?
went to Brentford.
Oh, Brentford.
So,
That's a bank of a signing.
Basically, Burnley's team is just disbanded already.
Not surprising. I mean, they have Premier League quality. The team.
Yeah, I mean, those players are actually good. McNeil, all these players. Nick Pope, Newcastle signing. Actually, Newcastle. Wow, what if they like just
no,
like
I still think
coming
it's
top
hard
six,
hard to break into top 6. I think their
Top
next
eight,
aim
top
should
eight,
be
maybe.
should be to break Wolves and like those kind of clubs. Like that should be the aim. Try and finish 7th this year. I think 7th is successful. Then from there they can move into top 6.
I think Eddie Howe is a great manager. He can finish top half of the league.
Yeah, perfect
Confirm,
manager.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I think he proved himself because he finished so high in a club apart from Bournemouth. Like he showed that he can adapt his style according to the players, and he's not just like a small club manager.
Bruno
Bruno Guimaraes, class. He's a class player. Oh my god.
They're planning to sign Lucas Paqueta also from Lyon.
Oh, that'll be a good.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah. So,
but
that's
I'm
a good
surprised
sign.
like Newcastle haven't like splashed.
that's
splashed their money
good. To be honest, they're not like just coming in splash money.
I mean, that's how City sort of. I mean, that's how you got the success that City have, and I think it works. The model works.
The manager should want the player.
Of course, but I'm just saying that
Yeah.
I'm just surprised with the amount of investment they have, potential investment they have. They haven't really splashed.
I think like
much in the
the
market.
needs of the players has changed since like 10 years, like 1 decade ago. Yeah. So
True.
Yeah, that's true.
True. But yeah. It will be interesting to see how the Premier League table turns out at the end of the season. Let's see if any of us come close. I mean, in all honesty, I don't. I mean, in terms of chances, honestly, my prediction is quite low. But I like to always try and give a bit of extra flavor. So let's see. At least, I mean, I do. But I would say one thing. I would say that Spurs finishing second is actually higher probability. At least to me, higher probability than Man U finishing above Arsenal. I'll be that honest. That's the truth. That's the state of my club right now. Okay, that is me being brutally honest.
Spurs. I just want to see Spurs. Are we playing for Spurs 3?
Yeah, you can check that. And
Spurs Southampton. Oh, we are playing West Ham. Our opening game. City West Ham.
It's not too bad.
Oh,
I mean, honestly, I would say the traditional top 6 are what you need to be worried about. I think City will win any team on that day.
Just saying the second game week itself got Chelsea Spurs.
Oh,
yeah, it's a very, very. Hey, we are playing Liverpool the third game week. Like,
hey, you guys are fun, bro. You Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Spurs in a row. I think.
Luckily, I'm not in like Europe at that point in time. I'll be watching the Man U Liverpool games. Thank God, the schedule didn't allow me.
You playing Liverpool?
Playing Liverpool third week.
Playing Liverpool. All okay, like
playing Liverpool, Leicester, Arsenal.
In a span of
Spurs.
By the end of October, you'd have played all the top 6.
It's actually not. I mean, depends. Let's see, It can either make us or break us, It could be as toxic as Arsenal losing to Brentford that start of the season, last season, or could be anything. I am excited.
Actually, of course, I would say out of all the teams, I think Man U has the toughest opening game week. It's against Brighton.
It's tough. Yeah,
It's
but
tough,
we've never really had much success against Brighton, especially.
Brighton really play. They can ball.
Brighton are a shot for top that 7th position. I would say they're that good. Brighton are good. Proper Graham Potter, bro. Solid manager. Okay, let's not go around in circles. I think we've concluded our top 6, and with that, we've also probably concluded our episode. So before we end, once again, Tarun, please remind our viewers what they have to do.
Yes, guys. So please do follow us on Instagram at the Next Team SG, and that's where you can find all our latest updates, news, information, etc. And check us out on TikTok, also at the Next Team SG, and that's where we'll be posting snippets, highlights from our videos, And check us out. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. We're on both these places at the next Team Podcast. And of course, please do join our Fantasy Premier League for 22-23 season and stand to win an amazing mystery prize at the end if you're the lucky winner.
Yes. Adding on to what Tarun said, if you're already a member from last season, you would be automatically renewed if you were to create a new squad. So take note, guys. Please join.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, we come to the end of the episode. Thank you once again for listening to us. We hope to bring you more episodes in the future, more frequently. And that's it from me and the boys at the Next Team Podcast. Bye, boys and girls.
Haaland.
Ciao, guys.